Bruh.
Whoa, what's going on? How are y'all doing today? It's Thursday, goddamn. Time flies, don't it? It's your boy Z-Rex, we live. It's something. It's the 9th, I think, of September. The wonderful year of 2021. The year it's just way better than last year. Because it couldn't get worse, right? What is this? I got some mail, something here, putting on my dang thing. Oh, nice. I got my key fobs for my truck. Sweet. That took a long time to get. Yeah, I've been working on doing a little car repair action on the side here, getting back into that game. I used to be a tech for a while, but let's see what this says. If a return is needed, blah, blah, blah. No, we don't need that. Well, unless this shit don't work. Oh, they couldn't even give us any rings? You get no key rings in this? Just give me the key fob all by itself? Probably ain't got no batteries either. If that's the case. Let's see. Sorry. Hey, the best year. What's up, Travis? Yeah, I know, right? The best year ever. They're always the best year. Oh, it does come with a battery. Look at that. Got me a little battery. Hopefully you can program it to the new truck. Alright, who cares? Y'all don't care about that. Although I have been recording some videos of me like documenting my my truck kind of, or that's not the right word. My experience and stuff going to the auctions and all that. I don't know if I'm going to post any of that, but I'm just recording it to see maybe people will be interested, maybe not. If not, it's just good for me for documentation purposes. Anyway, let's get on with some price action. What's going on with Bitcoin? What are you doing? Are you at the moon yet? No, it's not. Let me take off this dang color code stuff. All right, we ain't doing shit. We're just stuck in the range. Not surprised at all. This is what we're expecting, just to kind of chill out here on the lows. And in this range between like 44, 48, we're pretty much doing that exactly. It's the same shit, different day. There's nothing really to elaborate. There's no new data. There's nothing interesting that looks better or worse, or it's just totally neutral and the same as yesterday. So until we get out of that range, it's kind of whatever. And so just see if we can kind of keep going sideways here. We did get this spike that we measured on the DMI up here in the 40s. You know, whenever you just get up that high, you generally do have continuation. Not every time, but a lot of times. And so we'll see if that if the market can just digest this and kind of stay bid up. I think that's the best case for the bulls right now. But I'm not even going to harp on it. Same shit, different day. 44, 48 until we get out of that. It's kind of just mostly neutral. I wouldn't even say bullish. Just kind of neutral. So we're just chilling there. All right, let's go back over here to futures. Futures, same shit. Let's zoom in. Same crap. About 48, 44. I mean, we're like right smack in the middle of it, too. There is just not really any edge on here. I will say the bulls are kind of being little bitches right now, not being able to get any price action sustainably above, you know, even mid 47,000. So that's kind of lame. I got to flip over here to ES real quick. I got a little position on. I'm short right now. I just got to watch and see if I need to possibly take this off. I think I probably do at this horizontal. Got a pretty good target there. So I might take that off here in a second. We'll see. You can see it touched this right here and went right down now. Let me take off these colors. Went right down now to that horizontal twice. I'm going to keep holding it just for a second and see what happens. If we start getting back above 4,500, I'll start taking that off. But anyway, so I'm just kind of monitoring that. What else do we got over here? Nothing. Bitcoin, same shit. Futures ain't giving us nothing. Regular ain't giving us nothing. How about Ethereum? So Ethereum actually is showing a little bit most strength because we're on the top end of these candles here in the bodies, and they are getting bid up. So that is a little bit better for Ethereum. Maybe kind of saying like 3,400 is the lower end of that. Even though I'd really use 33 like we were talking about yesterday as the line in the sand. But temporarily find something I can swing trade while we ranging. Hey, swing trade the ranges is the thing. I know they're not at the top or bottom of the range. They're really medium, but yeah, it does kind of suck. We'll go look at gold. I think gold actually might be something I'm going to be buying into today. Again, I bought in early this week, took it off, didn't like the overnight session, but now there's some new data. We'll get to that in a little bit. And I'm going to be going pretty fast through the crypto because there's just not much to talk about. Anyway, 33, maybe 34. Below 34 probably gets us to 33. But the bulls so far are kind of defending it. Just not very much new data from yesterday. It's just doing what we kind of expected, just sideways crap. And we'll probably just keep doing that. You know, I'd be surprised if we resolve this by even this weekend. I'm pretty much looking for this to just keep going sideways into early next week, would be my guess. I'm not trading my guesses or anything, but right now it's just nothing burger. 33 and about 36 until we get out of that range. I just don't really care about it. Futures, yeah, not really showing us anything either. Same shit, different day. I guess the best thing is ETH does have structure above the on the futures above the 21 EMA, so it does look a little bit better than Bitcoin, still kind of pointing upwards. So, but that's not a surprise. ETH has been showing relative strength for a while. Moving on, Litecoin, same shit, smack in the middle of the stupid range. I mean, not really gonna be able to do much with this. This is pretty lame. You know, I mean, what is this? 160s to 180s. Until it's out of that range, I just don't really care. There's not any really strong trend either way. I guess maybe you could default slightly to the upside, but after this big candle like this, yeah, I'm not going to do that. That's just me, though. Some people are like, they are just negating this candle like it's whatever. It's still in an uptrend, see? But, man, whatever, dude. That's to each his own. I'm not... A 20% down candle on most stuff across the board, that's enough for me to kind of make me rethink the trend and its intactness. Is that a word? I don't know. But which one has best consistency in largest ranges? What, of the cryptos? Probably Bitcoin right now. I don't know. I mean, this has a pretty big range. Ripple does. But again, same thing here. Opening EMA, squeezing. I mean, this is so crappy reads. This is like real neutral until it gets above, 116, 17-ish or below $1. It's just ping-ponging and just not interested in this. XLM, I mean, we're going to be pretty much the same across the boards here. Man, 21% down. Yeah, I mean, that's not something we should ignore. I don't know. Everybody has their own little, flair or whatever and way they do charts. But whenever I see this on a 458 that takes out weeks of business, you have to respect that a little bit. Or you don't have to do shit. Don't listen to me. But for me, I have to respect that a little bit. And it's rallying up here and it's trying to get through. We're still going to need some more time. I think, this is a big ass move and the market's kind of like, wait, what the shit just happened? And so it's just probably going to take a little bit longer. And I mean, look at these EMAs, real sloppy. They're like pointing up at each other, down at each other, flat. I mean, it's just all over the place. So I'd like resolution on this before I get too excited on a direction. Yeah, I just don't like when you slice through all these EMAs. I mean, I consider stuff like this, like the trend is questioned now until you get back above like 36 cents on this chart. So it's not my favorite chart. Sideways, about 36, and until it gets back below 32-ish, I mean, it's just whatever. ETC, what are you doing, Mr. Hodgkinson's? Yeah, cut through all the EMAs. This is terrible. This is actually one of the worst ones that I have on the main list. I mean, yeah, this is really sloppy. I don't like anything about this. I would not want to be holding this. Yeah, I mean, the best thing it has is this trend line right below it with the 200. But, man, it's pretty much just like we were saying yesterday, upper 50s and the about 68-ish, so about a $10 range there until it kind of gets out of that. Maybe you could look at right here at around like 62. Above that probably gets us to like 66, 68. But, man... kind of playing with fire here a little bit. I mean, anything below like $61, I just don't even care about it for the long side. I want this to reset and price to show me it's a little bit more better. So nothing really there. Dot, all right, Dot's rallying. See, so here's something that we want to see. This is kind of a good example of these consolidations. If we can start getting breakouts above, some of the looking left in some of these clusters. That actually does look pretty decent. I mean, it is right underneath the 10 simple in this business, so there's probably going to be a little resistance here around 31 and a half, $32. But yeah, this is kind of what we're looking for, is something like this for breakouts, re-breakouts to the upside. So not too bad on Dot. Let's see what the daily looks like. Again, yeah, I mean, this is a pretty decent reaction from right here. If it closes up here above 28.5, I'd actually think that Dot's showing some relative strength against the market. It looks like ADA kind of is too. It is above that 250 level. Actually, let me go back to Dot just real quick for the downside. Anything back below these bodies in this little hammer doji thing, 2770, yeah, I'd start to be pretty concerned about that, and I'd look for moves another couple dollars lower. All right, ADA. ADA is kind of doing, I wouldn't say better, but, yeah, squeezing it up. Man, above 250 is pretty good. I mean, that was our pivot point. So if it kind of can hover above 250, it probably does make a run to like 270s. But You know, if it gets back under 250, then we just go back into stupid range mode, and it's just got to get out of like 220-ish to 250. So right now it's kind of testing that on the upper end. We'll see what happens. If this daily can close above 250, it's still got 6 hours, so a lot of time. But that's the range there. Link kind of rallying just at the top of the range, but look at this in the May area, which is a really good reference point for all these coins. I mean, you're just like, we can even put kind of a horizontal right about there. Oh, whoops. I don't want it to be that color, though. We want it to be this grayish color. Lighter gray. There we go. Yeah, so, I mean, this is a fat range for sure. I mean, it's like, what is this? Damn, 40%. I think that's like the main trend range right now. If we zoom in, though, we probably are more so about like right here at about like 30 bucks. And like 24 bucks. We get over 30, we could have little crazy spike ups here, but you know, there's not much. If we like zoom out, let's look at our cheat sheet volume profile. Yeah, I mean, there's not much up here if it does get back above like 31, 32. I mean, we could see a pretty big run just out of nowhere. And that's what we would be really wanting for the bulls. Start getting some dailies above 30 bucks, and then it might start looking kind of sexy again. But right now, just it's kind of hurry up and wait mode. EOS, what is it doing? EOS, trash. I mean, this is weak. It's still hanging out on the bottoms of this consolidation here. Yeah, not very sexy. And this candle this is brutal, man. I just really think we're going to have to just need some more time to get some digestion on this crap. Yeah, I don't like anything really about EOS here. Pretty fugly. All the EMAs cut up in one candle. Yeah, sub like $5. I'm not very... This does not give me a bull boner. Above that, man, we can start talking for another stab to like 550-ish. And then anything below 450, I'd start to really question this rally. All right, BCH. Same shit. I mean, guys, this is pretty much all the same shit. Like every chart, there's like 3 different charts. It's either right in the middle of a range, coming up right up against the bottom of the range, or very rarely it looks like something's breaking out to the top like dot. So that's going to be pretty much your 3 charts. And this one's smack in the middle of the range. There, in my opinion, unless you've already been long for a while since back here somewhere, or if you're really, you know, good back over here, whatever. But if you've already had an established position, then yeah, whatever, holding it, that's fine. But entering new and opening new positions, yeah, I don't know about that. Not in the middle of this range. That's dangerous. I will not be doing that. Yeah, here's another version of the chart I was saying, rallying up to the bottom end. This is actually a weird looking chart right here. Kind of has this like gap down. Let's look at the daily. You don't see that on the daily. This is kind of weird. I mean, the bulls tried to pump this up, and I guess this is kind of nice, sitting right on the 200. But we do need confirmation that this isn't going to... I mean, we cut all the EMAs, so we really need to get back above like 170, 175 for this to not look shitty. And right now, just that sloppy, spaghetti-ass Italian read on this bitch in the middle of the range. It's just not sexy unless you just already have good position, you know? It's just not that good. Not my favorite. All right, XMR, same shit. Bouncing, middle of the consolidation before the little pumps in. What we don't want to happen is price start not being able to rally up into this little area before it crashed. That might be the distribution on that ass zone. Man, and if this thing stays below 280, man, whatever. 280, 240, same as yesterday. There's no new data on this. Nothing on the low time frames. Real sloppy. ZC is going to be the same thing. I'm just going to pretty much really fly through these last... Yep, bottom. See, same chart. 1 of 3 on the bottoms. Sloppy EMAs. No new data. It's just sideways until we break some of these ranges. And on this, it'd probably be like 146-ish. And anything back below like 131, I'd start to be pretty concerned. Dash. Oh, man. Dash doesn't even have the strength to get up to the bottoms here. This is actually showing a little bit more weakness than the others. Slice through all the EMAs. Yeah, I mean, this kind of looks pretty shitty below 214. And it'll get real shitty if we break 189, 188. Maybe we can test to 185, but it does not look very good. Actually, let me go back to that and say what would make it look good is if we could get back above this horizontal 220. So 220, kind of 180 is this range here. Ping ponging outside of that, we can probably get a definitive direction, but right now it's just super neutral. Doge, let's go to the dollar pairing. Yeah, Doge, real sloppy, kind of like Dash, like really weak. Can't even get up here to test 27. Look at all these little dojis. All overnight, it was just doji, 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 doji. Lots of indecision. So again, fitting the narrative, or fueling the narrative that this is kind of just consolidation. This market's got to digest this big-ass move. I mean, this ain't no bullshit. 20% in one day. I mean, you gotta think about that. So, or the market does. We all do, right? We're all in it together. Oh, God, I can't believe I just said that. But in the markets, not in the way that most people use that term. Oh, look at this. Hex just marching up to the goddamn 46 target. It looks like it's about to hit it again. 46 is, I guess it's about 48. We start getting a couple open and closes on the daily above 48. It's probably going to 70. And I know it sounds crazy, but, you know, what are you going to do? This shit is just ripping face off. Kind of like AVAX. Although AVAX looks to be kind of petering out, it is starting to get into a downtrend on the daily. Yes, this definitely could be a flag formation. Oh my gosh. Like this. Bam. Bam. Something like that. It's got to pretty much break out, though, in the next few days. You can't have flags that just go into perpetuity and be, like, longer than the pole. Like, no, that's not a thing. So it's pretty much at its threshold. It probably needs to happen by Monday. Or this is going to be a downtrend right here. Lower highs, lower lows on the daily. So AVAX is kind of showing a little bit of funkiness. Best thing, though, for bulls, it is just sitting above the 36 level. So that's pretty nice. But, yeah, the bulls better play this little flag out pretty soon. Or I do think might get some more heat on that. Some heaters. All right, let's go to equities. What are they doing? So equities had a nice little rally today, intraday. And then, the hell was that? Oh, yeah, equities had a nice rally today. But you can see they're kind of bearish resetting. And let's see. Yeah, I mean, unless they get back up today above like 4,500, man, this is actually looking kind of bearish. Oh, man, and look at this. Touching the... Oh, we didn't close below it. Where is this exactly? It's at about 44.82-ish. If price breaches that today at all, I'd be looking for a move to 44.40 to 44 flat in the next few days. So that's interesting. We're almost tapping it. Even getting this close is a little bit concerning. Let's zoom in here. Oh, man, this is kind of rejection. This closes in, what, an hour? This 3-hour candle. Yeah, we close this in an hour. That might be a rejection. Bulls are going to have to rally this bitch above 4,500 before this closes to kind of negate that. Otherwise, this is kind of showing a little bit of continuation. Let's zoom into the crack time frames again. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of just watching this right now for my short. I shorted up here, this little cluster F, and so I'm just kind of waiting, see what happens. And that's working out so good. So far, so good. We'll see. Like I said, above 45, I'll probably have to let it go to just lock in the monies. But I do think this is going to get some more downside. So I'm just being patient with that. And like I said, that daily 21, like we talked about yesterday, whenever it gets breached, it's like an 80% chance that within a few days, it's going to go test the 55. And you can see it here and here and here. It didn't do it here, so there's one. Here it did it. Here it did it again. Did it twice. It didn't do it here, so there's two. There's one. It did it. Did it. Did it. Did it. Oh, didn't do it. Didn't do it. Did it. Did it. Did it. So you can see. You can go back through that yourself and kind of check that out. All right. But yeah, it's the majority of the time it does come down there. And it might just be intraday, too. A lot of times it does just kind of like this one here. It's just like, oh, breach it, go there, come back. And the next day, boom, bam. So, boom, bam, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Let's see here. Same thing on Russell. Oh, I skipped NASDAQ. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, tech gods. Anything back below this on 15.5, same as yesterday. I mean, a lot of this shit hasn't changed. Then I'd be looking for probably a move back down to 15 flat. And anything, of course, but it's easy peasy, man. Don't overthink this. Just look at structure, how it's stacking, how the Lego bricks are stacking, or the Lego candles, whatever. Analogy helps you. You can see here, nice cluster, so probably get some indecision there. We start blowing past this, below 15 flat, man, you're probably going to test the 55 at minimum, but that's getting ahead of ourselves now. Right now, we're kind of just chilling at these tops, and we'll see kind of what happens. It is getting a little bit heavy, though. This candle right here is not sexy for the last, what is this, week or so. Not sexy candle. And as long as we're below this candle, I would consider on this 3-hour time frame, I would consider the rally in question until we get back above that. Dow, what are you doing, Dow? Oof, Dow actually looks pretty bad. You know, we were the other video a few days ago, we were kind of questioning that this little bullshit, it can't get over these highs, that's bears showing their dominance, and they're actually about to attempt to gain power zone dominance here. They did get rejected from this last time, but now we're below the trend line, and we're threatening to be below the 55 in Mama, so you gotta be real careful on that. Let's zoom in. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good bearish read right here until we get back above, you know, 35.2. This is actually, bears are showing that they've got some dominance here. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we're about to get to that gold, Mr. Travis. Let's see here. It does have pretty damn good support. Let's go to the weekly. It does have pretty damn good support right here at 34,700 handle. Man, anything below that is going to be like probably 500 to 1,000 points lower pretty easy. So, kind of ugly, man. Look at this. Bulls couldn't get anything going during this. Oscillators looking like garbage. Yeah, very questioning. Let's see what the Dow Jones is doing. Yeah, Dow Jones is continuing to break down too on the transportations. So, ouch. It loses 14.3. I'd start looking for some pretty substantial downside. All right, let's go to the Rut. Rut's trying to hold on to its bullish attempt, but it already is kind of fading it. Starting to look a little bit sloppy. And we're just right in the middle of this goddamn range again. How many times have we been here? Like, I feel like every time there's a show, it's just the same fucking stupid thing about the Russell. Oh, hey, look. Yeah, you can see all these bodies, too. Like, half the time this year, this is where price has been within, like, 10 points. For a whole goddamn year. All right. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say about this stupid Russell. Oh, here's a good one, Mr. Travis. You asked about ranges earlier. This is the range king right now. Netflix was in that camp for a while too, but this is the range king right here, dude. Look at this. I mean, it's like clockwork. Top quarter, you can sell it. Bottom quarter, you can buy it. I've bought this low down here 4 times. I missed this one, but I did this one, or no, sorry, 3 times. This one, and this one. And just look for about half back. You know, you don't want to really target the other side of the range. A lot of times in range trading, it's just kind of targeting to the middle point there. Just for, you know, because you don't know if it's going to break out. So you don't want to get too overzealous on it. At least that's how I play. I don't give a shit. Trade however you want. But that's what I kind of do. I look for the bottom third. And then I look at ATR over here on the left. And kind of look at the average range, and I'll kind of take the bottom third. So I'll be like, oh, I'll look for about 40 points off of this low and then take it off. So maybe if you want to go a little bit higher, you know, obviously you can use the upper third, but ATR is really good for targets like that, especially for consolidation ranges. But yeah, there you go. Look at this. Whenever you see this box type shit, you know, just turn into a range trader until it breaks the range. And like I said a million times, range trading is super easy in theory, but one of the hardest to execute because you have to ping pong back and forth a lot, usually within a week or two on the position. And every time it gets to one of the sides of the range, you're naturally going to be like, oh, it's going to break out this time. But in crypto, yeah, crypto doesn't range that much unless we're in bear markets. So that one's going to be a little bit harder to find in crypto. Let's see. Oh, yeah, VIX popping. We were noticing this yesterday. VIX has a really good setup for a spike. This is a really sexy setup for a spike. We get over that $19.50 range, we're probably going to hit $2, $3, $4 higher. So be cautious there on the VIX. It is warning us. VVIX is also doing the same, doing this similar pattern where it goes below this trend line for a second, for a little cluster of a day or up to a week, and then kind of reverts back. So be watching out for that. Let's see here. Oil. What is oil doing? Oh, damn it. I almost shorted some yesterday, but I was like, oh, I'm going to wait till the end of the week. But, you know, we got this cross, major resistance at 70. We were almost right at 70 yesterday. And Bears are already saying, yep, that's it. We're done with this. Closing below 67.80 probably gets us down another few bucks. So might be a big move coming in there. Oh, bonds rallying pretty hard. Little fake out breakdown here, maybe. Let's zoom out. Yeah, this is a pretty sloppy chart. Almost on every time frame. So, yeah, this is kind of a hard one to read. I guess we can use this new data here from about 162. So if we kind of chill above 162 handle, we're probably all right. What is ES doing? Is it trying to pop back up? Yeah, it is. Look at that. Let's see if it can attempt to get back over that 55 or 45 area. It keeps flirting with it. What time is it? 1. Lunchtime. Everyone's coming back from lunch in the financial cities. Let's see. Where do we got? Where did I leave off? Dixie. That's right. Here we go. Dixie. Bouncing off the trend line again. Real sloppy read, though. Kind of same as bonds. Just really funky here. Nothing really much to do. It's in this big fat range. It really needs to get over 93 bucks to really start getting sexy time. And for bear sexy time, probably like below 91.80-ish. Let's see. Euro's going to be pretty much the same. Kind of sloppy crap. Yeah, whatever. Oh, no. The DAX is actually saying, hey, we might be starting to sell off a little bit. This lackluster. What should bulls do? What should a bull market be doing? It should be going up. Not this bullshit sideways crap. Making lower highs, too. Little fake out and just immediate rejection. And we're getting follow through a little bit. Man, if daily closes below 15.4, I'd start to look for probably upper 14s at minimum on this. And, man, weekly 21's getting tested right now. Yeah, and this daily just cut all this off. Yeah, I would say bulls are kind of iced out until they get back above 15,770. Doesn't look very good. Shanghai, though, China doesn't care. China's just ripping people's faces off the last 2 weeks. It's just like moon time. Moon central over here. I mean, this is a very aggressive move. I'd be looking for some consolidation at some point, but it's in full bull boner mode right now. So, skipping that one. Gold. All right, here's the one. Gold has given us a little bit of a clue here with this big candle, this big doji indecision candle at this base. So it is saying that there's pretty good support and a consolidation zone right here between 1785 and about 1800. So that looks a little bit better. We're getting above the 10 simple. So when I talked about it yesterday, the overnight session, we didn't get no rallies and then just kept getting worked on by the 10 simple. Now that's starting to flip. So we are getting a little bit of a different read and getting some more green candles, some more buyers, and about to actually cross back up over the RSI EMAs. So that's actually pretty good. Let's see here. The daily still got a lot of resistance in the low 1800s. Let's look at the crack time frames. Crack time frames are starting to look pretty good. I might nibble on this later today. I might load up on some GLD, or maybe even just play the futures contract. I'm just kind of waiting a little bit. I want to see a little bit closer to the end of the session and see how that daily closes. But it is showing us something a little bit different than it was before. So it is bulls are trying to regain their dominance here. And can we look at the cheat sheet volume profile? Let's see. Yeah, you can see this point of control. Oops. Well, you can kind of have to just use this recent business. Is right around that area where we're at. Lots of business. Let's zoom out all the way here and see what it looks like. Actually, let's just go weekly. Man, you know, there's not a shit ton of volume here. Man, if it gets back over 1900, gold is probably going to go freaking bananas. And anything back below 1770, I'd be a little bit concerned with the strength of that trend. Silver, just lollygagging down here, not really doing much. Same as yesterday, as long as it's holding about 2350-ish, it's okay. Platinum, not the best looking chart, but as long as it's holding same as yesterday, about 950, 960, it's all right. Let's look at the 3 hour. Yeah, I mean, it is getting worked on the 3 hour. It is kind of getting a little bit bearish on the lower time frames. But right at that 960, 950 area, which we're only like 10, 15 bucks away. Yeah, you know, kind of let's see if we can just base out here, because it has popped really hard off this level a few times already. So see what that brings. Palladium is just getting mallywhapped. Whew. Yeah. I ended up not going with that position yesterday, which actually was good because it's down 3%. And we're outside of this box. This is pretty bad for palladium, man. Pretty brutal. This weekly closes like this, below 2186. Shit, man. I'd probably look for a little bit of a bounce, but that's pretty nasty. Pretty damn nasty on palladium. Might start in... It kind of looks like it wants to start working its way down to like 17, 1800. Man, pretty brutal. Pretty brutal move there. Alrighty, let's see if there's some kind of crypto that's in a range in this watch list. Man, like I was saying, Anthony, like, dude, it's really hard to find ranges for crypto because most of the time it's trending, you know. It's usually ranging in bear modes and sometimes at the top of big rallies, and I guess we could kind of see that with, I mean, look at most of these charts, there's not much ranging. Here's a little bit here, and then here's a lot after the bear cycle just raped everybody. So that's almost kind of like what you have to look for. Yeah, here's a lot of ranging right here, something like this. Range trading, like I said initially, is definitely going to come into fruition, but probably not until the bear market comes into play. Damn, this actually looks kind of good. Luxo. Never heard of this shit. This actually looks pretty good for a retest of the $13 level. How crazy. What the hell? Yeah, and it looks like it's really new. Don't know anything about it. No ranges. Here's a little bit of range. See, after big sell-offs, usually you'll get those. And then let's just go to Bitcoin. And look at a weekly. Wait, what is that crap? No, there we go. Yeah, you can see some ranges here. A little bit of consolidation here. A little bit here on the bottoms. A little bit on the top. But crypto isn't like a really big range sideways asset. It's mostly trending. It's usually going up pretty much every week, or it's selling off every week. So you might want to think about trading some equities and getting yourself a little equity account. There's so many things, more things to trade besides just crypto. That's for sure. And it's way less volatile, which some people don't like because they're like, "Mo, I can't make my 10x tendies, bro." Oh yeah, I think I'm probably gonna have to take off this short now. We got a nice little attempted basing candle structure right here at a really critical level. So if this thing closes I'm on a 7-minute time frame. If we close above 4,500, probably just on one candle, that'll probably get me out of the trade. We'll see what happens. Because, I mean, this is just intraday scalping stuff. These aren't long-term positions. I'm not trying to hold it forever. So don't mix your time frames up. That'll fuck your management up, and you'll probably lose money. I've done that way too many times. Let's see. And by that, I mean, like, if you entered in a position on, like, 7-minute, you're like, oh, I like this structure right here. EMA's opening up. And then you get over here, they open up more, and then you got DMI agreeing with it. You're like, oh, okay. Don't enter in on a 7-minute and then jump out to, like, the daily, and you're like, oh, it looks great still. It's like, no, stick to that time frame that you're using to manage. Which also boils down to have a trade plan and stick to it, man. Yeah, all right. So we got that. Let's go look at, oh, not that. I don't think y'all care about the internet car auction website. I really hate that's a local place too here in Austin, but they make you do it online. You can't even go in person and do it, which I'd rather you be able to go in person because then there's less competition, you know, because you actually physically have to go there instead of every doofus with a cell phone can do that shit. So it just makes the prices go up a lot more usually. Wow, Algorand, get the fudge out of here, bro. Ooh, doggy. Algorand just said, F you, sell-off, up 50% yesterday and another 23%. Oh, my God. If I had to long a crypto, which would I pick? Oh, man, that's a dangerous question. This one, I guess. No, not right now. Not today. Yesterday, actually, it would have been a decent entry on the close and then just stop out at like 180 against this box structure over here. Here's a range. I have it drawn out, actually, on there. Boom. There you go. It does happen. Like I said, it's going to be a consolidation bottoms after big moves or tops after big moves, and that's about all you'll get. And it won't be very long, generally, unless we go into a massive bear market. Then that shit could be like a year or longer. Man, if I had to buy a crypto, man, that's a tough question. I don't even know. Well, I mean, IOTA actually looks a lot better than the other coins. I do like that it's coming back just to retest the breakout zone and this consolidation zone at about 130s. So this one actually doesn't look terrible. Still like 20% risk though. That's a little higher than I like to go. Let's go look. There might be something over here in the storage cryptos. Let's see. I think Filecoin had a decent chart. Yeah, Filecoin looks okay. Still though, that's the problem where after this big sell-off that we had a couple of days ago, it's just really made the charts kind of reset and look ugly. And not all of them, of course, like Algorand, freaking rally. There's always going to be some outliers. But, yeah, I mean, I guess Filecoin looks okay here. But the problem is, yeah, I mean, you've got big risk in the middle of these ranges, like 20%. A lot of the risk to rewards are only like 1-to-1. So it's not really that great. Yeah, I don't really like 1-to-1 risk to reward ratios. That's not really my favorite. So, I don't know, man. I don't know if I would say I'd buy any. If I had to, I might just still opt out. Solana. I mean, you can't buy. I mean, buying these pump ones is. I mean, dude, they're up hundreds of percent just in like 2 weeks and shit. It's just. Yeah, I could keep going up, but I'm not going to buy the all-time high on Algorand and Solana after Bitcoin just dumped 25%. and everything did. Like, no way, man. There's no way I'm doing that. I mean, really, Filecoin looks like okay, but then you've got that, like I said, it's 20%. Everything's going to be kind of falling into that category. What instead of like saying have to buy a crypto right now, I would expand that to, like I said earlier, and start trading some equities so you don't have to stay in the crypto realm. Because, I mean, there's thousands and thousands of stocks to trade that are liquid. And, you know, sometimes a sector just sucks to trade. So that's probably how I would look at that. Look at these gun stocks, because I've been wanting to maybe get in some of those. But, man, the last week has not actually been very pretty for them. So might have to wait a little bit longer on that. Well, here, let's go over here to the crypto screener that I got, and maybe it can find... Oh, it's way too much stuff. Let's see. Yeah, see, they're all going to just look like this, and I just don't like... I don't like that setup, man. It's just too risky to me. It's like 50-50 shot. It's like I might as well go throw some dice or hit the blackjack table at that point. And I'll get some free drinks. See, no one's giving me free drinks when I'm trading crypto. This one maybe looks okay. Hive. So we got support on the weekly. Yeah, it's not very old. This one looks okay if it kind of stays above this 70 cent area, and that's only about 10% risk, so maybe that one. How about mana? What does mana look like? Terrible. Loop ring, terrible. Matic, booty. A lot of these are the same. Booty, booty, booty. I mean, dude, it's all booty, booty, booty. Oh, that's a sushi, booty. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Lower lows, lower highs. This is a downtrend now on a daily for sushi swap. Yeah, I'm not, I don't know, man. I wouldn't buy any crypto, and I'd be like, you can't make me buy anything, man. It's my money, bro. Weak. Yeah. Hey, it is weak, but hey, you can't don't be trying to force positions on the market, man. That's how you lose money. Like, being in cash is okay. A lot of people have that problem of just always wanting to be engaged, but, you know, the reality is cash is a position. You don't have to always be exposed to the market. Just wait for good setups. I wish there was a better one, man, but I just don't see one. It's like that Hive one, and maybe Filecoin was like kind of okay. But yeah, these are all just kind of busted. The bears are just reasserting that they're alive and don't just be running over me now, because that's what we're getting done to for most of the coins for about 3 weeks. So let's see, maybe you got an exchange token. Nope. Booty, booty. Oh, FTX. Okay, FTX would make sense. It's getting a lot of traction, and they're doing mega marketing here in the U.S. Hell, they even bought like one of the stadiums. I think it's in Miami or something. Don't tell me how to lose money. That's pretty funny, dude. But yeah, the FTX Stadium, I'm pretty sure it's the Miami Heat or something. It used to be the AT&T Stadium, and now it's a crypto exchange, so that's pretty funny. Who would have thunk that? This one's way too pumped up, though. Major support at $65. We're already at 80, so I ain't taking that risk. Because maybe if you zoomed in, you could use like 70, but it's still about 15%. It's just not worth it to me, man. Crow actually is having a decent reaction here. Not above its May highs. I really am using the May-April consolidation areas as very major pivot points. And so we're kind of like right trapped in that box. So, yeah, I'm going to say fuck that too. Gay, lame. Waves. Oh, interesting. Waves. All right, so Waves is actually doing something different than most of the market. I don't know if Waves is going to implement NFT stuff. Hell, if that's where you want to go look at opportunities, go buy some of these stupid ass NFTs. My God, my friend bought this one from like Gary V, that YouTuber fuck, and everyone loves him. Whatever, he kills it. He sold like NFTs for the next 3 years of conferences and bonuses and all this. You know, he's just hyping the shit out of it up, right? And man, what the hell's going on? This thing is whipping all around. Indecision right here. Dang it. Anyway, he sells these NFTs. It was in April, I believe, for 0.05 ETH, which was actually at the very top, so it was a good chunk of change. Or half an ETH, sorry, 0.5 ETH. It was about $2,000 that they spent to buy one. You're like, what? That's crazy. And you get to go to the conferences for the next 3 years. You get VIP, all this crap, whatever. And they're on the NFT reselling market on OpenSea and all that. And right now, they're selling for like 25 Ethereum. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. It's like $70,000 to go to a conference once a year for 3 years. Like, it's so crazy, dude. I don't get it, man. I was telling him, I was like, dude, I would already sold him. I was like, there's no way I could hold that shit. I was like, dude, would you pay right now? Would you pay $20,000 to go to his conference? And he's like, oh, fuck no. I was like, well, there's your answer right there, buddy. It's like, oh, but it could go up even more. And they bought like 3 of them, so I was like, well, just sell one of them then and see what happens. Oh, man, it's so crazy. The NFT space is just absolute banana retarded right now. I don't even know what that means, but it's bananas and retarded. That's about, I guess it is fitting for the space, saying something equally as retarded. Anyway, nothing on here. Decred, mana, sucks. Yeah, some big pops, but and whatever. What's AR doing? Let's look at that one again. Or oh wow, holy shit, dude! Airweave killing it, dude. August, man. August has been a really stupid month for crypto. One single month, and there's so many coins that did 5, 10, 20x just in August. It's so crazy. Let's see here. What is Bitcoin doing? What are you doing, Mama Bear? Nah, nothing. Ooh, don't get rejected from right here and close below 46K. On this 458, that would be very ugly. Don't you do it, biatch. And bears still have dominance on the daily. So, again, this is just going to need time to figure this out. Shut up and take my money. All right, here, let me give you a crypto address. You can just send it all to here. Make sure you type it in right. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not a huge fan of this. And kind of the way I like to use... Let me show you how I do this with these green lines. You're like, where do these come from? Well, let me show you. I actually need to bring this one over. I'm gonna redraw it. Hold up. So it actually is stopped now here because we had a flipped reversal signal. And so we're gonna take this. I'm gonna edit it. We're not gonna extend it to the right anymore because it's over. And we're going to need a new one that's red, and it's going to be the bottom of this candle. And why am I marking that? Because DMI has crossed the power zone right here, above 26, down here. So I go to that candle, and then I mark the bottom of it, or the top if it's a bullish run, like back here. I marked this candle here, see where this one runs. And then when it came back up and crossed back up, I marked that candle. But now we're flipping, and this is actually going to need to be red. That's more orange. We want red. There we go. And so now it's kind of bearish momentum until we get back above that price action. So that's kind of how I use that. And these also need to shorten as well because they got iced on this candle here. And then let's go back over here. Oh, this one's not straight. Hold up. There we go. In settings, we're not going to want that extended anymore. Oh, right. There we go. So now, bada bing, bada boom. We got that one. Okay. So that's kind of how we do that there. And so as long as Bitcoin's kind of above here on a daily time frame only, this is just relative to the daily. It's kind of just iced up until we get back above this. And you want an open and close above this too, or just wait for the DMI to flip and have the green enter the power zone again, which, unless we get some stupid like $4,000 or $5,000 rally on Bitcoin in one day, it's going to take a while to do that, to reset. So just like we were talking about yesterday, we got a little ways to go. And hey, maybe we can get some of those ranges, Mr. Travis. You know, you can kind of see this right here. I think that's you were talking about that. You can kind of see that right here, that we are sort of creating one, a larger range, about 49 and 44. I kind of like the 48 one better, but yeah, you can kind of see. Maybe we can start carving one out. But it's a little early to tell that, so we're just going to leave it a little more clean. I don't need more shit on my charts. All right, let's go back to, or let's just do final thoughts. I think I'm done. I got to go do some stuff. So Bitcoin, same thing, 44, 48. We do have a new established downtrend potentially in the making right around here at this horizontal. So till Bitcoin kind of get above that on a few daily candles, it kind of sucks. Weekly is okay, but weekly closes like this below. If the weekly closes below 48.5, I mean that's engulfing, and that sucks. And that might be confirming that this is a downtrend in the making. Lower high, lower lows. If we start getting confirmation on that and start working our way down, that's going to be bad. But 48.4, 48, easy peasy. Ethereum's 33, 36, easy peasy. And traditional markets, breaching this 21 at 44.80, you can see the bulls have been defending it pretty good as soon as it gets into the 80s. Here and here. I think there's one more. Oh, nope, this one was 90. So, but right when it gets real close to 80s, it keeps getting bid right back up. So they are kind of showing that narrative that if we breach that 44.80, we probably are going to test like $100 low, or yeah, $100 lower, 100 points lower. So be a little careful on that with traditionals. Dow is already showing a very big weakness here. Russell's just being stupid. It's just hanging out in its hammock in the middle of the range. And NASDAQ is okay as long as it's above 15.5. Below that, I would look for it to come test this little region over here. And above 15.7, it probably gets continuation too. We already hit the measured move there. Let's actually add another measured move because holy crap, everything just goes up now. And let's see. Let's measure it from here. Actually, the Corona crash. The 2618 from the Corona crash would be all the way up at 18,000. That's crazy. And then let's take from this little consolidation right here. We'll kind of split the difference. And it looks like the 3618 is also right around 18,000. So that's a real big one right there. And then we have an intermediate one on the lower time frames at about, oops, I didn't mean to do that. I'm clicking too many damn buttons. At about upper 16,000. So those are kind of the extension targets there. And there we go. Bam, bada boom. Shut up and take my money, bitch. All right, much love, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow. We'll do another run at it, see if we can find some stuff. Oh, just before I finish, real fast, let's go blockchain, see if MicroStrategy, Riot are giving us any clues, any raging clues. Nope. Coinbase just sitting right on top of this trend line. It better not sit here too long. It's like a water skipping on the, oh, it's like the water, what? It's like the rock skipping on water. You know, eventually it's going to break and go sink. So this is kind of the same thing, skipping on it. Don't hang out here too long or it's probably going to bust through. So that's interesting. Hut, though, man, Hut must be getting all the miners from China because it has shown relative strength hardcore since that Chinese announcement a couple of months ago. Pretty interesting. I'm going to probably have to research Hut mining a little bit more and see where they're based out of and see if they're putting their miners in Oklahoma. That's kind of a little secret spot right now that has super cheap energy, and also who cares about Oklahoma? So it's kind of like hidden. No one ever lands at JFK and is visiting the U.S. and is like, all right, man, so what's up with that Oklahoma place? We got to go there. Yeah, no one. I'm pretty sure no one ever said that. All right, I think that's about it. All right, guys, much love. Later, dude. Peace. I'm out.